Good evening. Welcome to Colombia. I believe this is actually the first time I've ever flown in this part of the world, so definitely interesting seeing what it has to offer. The flight plan tonight kind of just picked willy-nilly, so not really sure what we have in store for us, so it should be interesting. There are some smaller airports along the way, along with quite a bit of touch-and-goes, and as you can see, we had so much fun and laughter from last week that we're in the Taildragger again. Not to mention, some of the pilots need a little bit of a redemption after last week's performance, but we'll keep that between us. We've got quite a few airstrips to hit along the way, as I mentioned, so let's not waste too much time here. We are on the US East server on live weather, and I have set the local time to 4:30 p.m., which will give us about an hour and a half before the sun sets and starts to get really dark. While we get started, if you guys are enjoying this content, please like, comment, and subscribe below. There's also some links below along with those if you feel the urge to support the channel and everything it has to offer. Currently we have Bloggins, Ron, and Mike on the ground with us, waiting for me to stop talking and shut up and get back in the cockpit, so let's go ahead and do that. Alright, I'm back. Oh, nope, yep, there we go. I was on a good streak there where I was hitting the right button to get back into the cockpit and I failed. Dang it. Get you every time. Alright, let's go ahead and we got 16 gallons of fuel in this thing. Go ahead and shut the door, quiet it down a little bit. Get the power turned on. And we will want the beacon beacon nav, and we'll leave the pitot heat on since this thing likes to freeze up, as I've mentioned many times before. Go ahead and get it started. I do have it warmed up a little bit. I was doing a little touch and go practice there before everything started, so it should start right up. Go ahead and crack the throttle just a touch. Park brake set. And start right up. Beautiful. Bring that down to about 1100 RPM and then lean it for the ground to about 1000 RPM. There we go. That way we don't foul the plugs as we're sitting on the ground here. Local weather. Let me open up the airport in Navigraph. QNH 1006. This way. 1006. That gives us an airport altitude of about 1450. Flight plan tonight. Let's go ahead and go to our flight plan. We got SKQU already in here, and we're heading to SKGJ. It's kind of hard to say. Oh, why did that not? J. There we go. Add waypoint. We've got SKHO. And some of these I'm not even know how to pronounce. SKYK. San Jose. SKFJ. Cerritos. Scroll down. SKXT. SKFM. And then SKIB. I didn't intend for this to have so many airports, but there were a lot of small little grass dirt strips together. So we'll be having some fun with that. After that, we've got SKXU. And one more airport at SKFK. Okay, and if anyone wants to join the flight plan, there's a file that Mike created for everybody in the schedule channel if you are lazy like me and don't want to enter everything. Let's go ahead and zoom out for a second here, make sure that looks correct. It does, from best I can remember. And I'm not sure what this river is next to us here. What does it say in Valenta? Rio Magdalena? Magadal? Yeah, Magdalena. Yep. So we're going to be following the Rio Magdalena down to the south and ending up at Nueva York Airport. Go ahead and go back, zoom in, we're going to depart pretty much. Let's see, what runway do we have here? Winds are off our nose right now, so we can do Right turn after departure. If we take, what runway is that? Somebody muted. Gussing up a storm or something over there. We'll take runway 1. Probably do a right turn. Okay. So let's get the barrow set here. So if you need to change it to QNH, you can push and hold the barrow. And that's 1006. There we go. Altitude we're going to climb to. We're currently at about 1450, so we'll climb up to, we'll call it 3500. Should give us plenty of views from that altitude. We get our landing taxi lights on, strobe, since we're about to start taxiing here, and flaps 10 degrees. Trim. A little bit nose up takeoff, so let's trim that up just a touch there. Circuit breakers, since they have burned us before, they all appear in. Alternator looks like it's out, but it's actually in. Click back to confirm. And doors are secure. Alright, I'm ready when you guys are.
Looking for the runway.
It should be, is that you taxiing in front of me right there? It should be off to your left.
Okay.
Alright, hold the toe brakes. Release the parking brake. And we're going to start rolling here. Controls are free and correct. Everything's working. Let's get rolling. Go ahead and get my booster seat here so I can see over the nose. Anybody need us to wait?
I'm good.
Alright, hearing nothing
Yeah, go ahead.
on. Okay.
Yep, I'm ready. Just heading to the beginning of the runway.
Alright. Ron, I'm gonna cut in front of you here to your, or behind you basically.
Go ahead.
And let's go ahead and bring that mixture in. We don't want it all the way in since we are a little above sea level right now, but we'll bring it mostly in. Bring in that power. Nose popped, or the tail popped right up. Got a little bit of back pressure. May have had it trimmed too far forward. I'm not used to trimming for the Taildragger. 60 knots. Let's go ahead and rotate. And like I mentioned, we'll get about 500 feet up in the air. Bring the flaps up. Do a right turn.
Okay, my airspeed is not coming on.
Check your pitot heat and breaker.
Pitot heat is good.
Because I've been burned by the breaker popping on me before with the realism settings in this thing. Alright, there's about 500 feet. Let's go flaps up. Right turn. Or you can do what I did, that you know, fly it like you've flown the thing for 100 hours.
Yeah.
Hope and pray.
Yeah. Oh is my altitude going? Yes.
Is anything working?
Yeah, it's just my air. No, yeah, no, it's just airspeed.
Okay.
Altitude, vertical's good. Bank is good.
Yeah,
Thing
I can't keep the engine running. I'm gonna have to.
I think you can turn the realism settings off on the iPad, and it'll help with that.
All right, I just put myself in the air. See what happens.
All right. Yeah, you do have to manage the engine a bit more in this thing. Once you get the basics of it, though, it's pretty easy. It doesn't like to idle low if you don't have the right tune. So if you're not staying running on the ground, give it about 1,000 RPM. That also keeps the battery charging this thing.
Right, I'm in the air.
And then I leaned it out just a touch too, just because we weren't quite at sea level. We need to rename the show Flight of the Crash Dummies. Oh, Roy's back with the counter. Let's go, Roy. Come on. Roy's at 0 right now. At least we so far have made it off the ground without any recordables. So hopefully we start, well, hopefully for everyone's entertainment, we start seeing some wrecks. Not for you guys, in your pride. Or mine. What were you going to say, Mike?
Just because Roy wasn't here doesn't mean there weren't any wrecks yet.
That is true. 2? Where do we get 2 from?
I had number 1 because I got too close to somebody on taxi and forgot how touchy these brakes were to flip you over.
Oh, see, I spoke too soon.
Yep.
So we have at least 1.
There was somebody sitting on the end of the runway. I forget.
That was me. I flipped it.
Dang it.
I was trying not to pull you in.
All right. It's the first time I put the brakes on.
And the brakes are a bit touchy in this version for you're on, so you can get a little more on the brakes when you're landing, but once you start slowing down, they get really touchy.
Okay.
All right, so we've got 4 miles from the airport. We've got runways 2, 3, and 5. Winds are pretty much calm, so we can go ahead and just land on 5 once we find the airport here. All right, Roy, go ahead and get 2 in the chat there for us. We've got 2 recorded accidents so far. Somebody off our nose there. Oh, it's Weatherby. Okay. Let's see if we can find this place. And start descending some. Let's go ahead and pull power. Looking for. Oh, you know what I didn't do was set my compass. It is fairly close. Close enough for what we're doing. Should have a runway off our left sometime soon. 2.3 miles here, so it's deceiving in the Garmin. Flight of the Crash Dummies. That's not a bad idea for a stream in the future. I love dirt strips. They for certain hone takeoffs and landings. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, is that the airport right below us, or is that a road? I think that's it right there. All right, let's go ahead and pull our carpet in as we descend into this. Looks like a dirt strip. Yeah, dirt strips, short landings, trees, and then a taildragger. This makes it all the more fun. We've got quite a bit of elevation here, so let's go ahead and dump those flaps and let's slip on into the airport. Some nice scenery around here. One thing that I hope they adjust for in the future is everything looks very similar in Microsoft Flight Simulator, no matter where you're at in the world.
It's the breeze. It's the style of tree they use.
Yes, it is.
They're all the same.
Yeah.
You don't see palm tree. You don't see palm trees in like California.
Right. Go down to Florida and you got an oak tree over here.
How are you slowing down that fast?
Dumped flaps, pulled power, slipping. Alright, this is just a touch and go. It looks like we got a few more people joining us here.
Hello.
What's up, Mad Dog? Got Mad Dog and Honest Jack. And I think I mentioned Archetype a minute ago. Kind of fast, but we'll slow up once we level off here. Got it in a full slip right now. Keeping that left aileron in. Alright, we can start leveling up, or bringing the nose back around. And let's flare. Bleed off some of that energy on the ground. Let's go flaps 10. Repeat, back in, and full power. And we're gonna do left pattern here to depart the airport. What you got, Mad Dog?
I've been flying TBM since 5:30, almost 24 hours yesterday afternoon.
Oh Lord.
From Lukla Airport in Himalayas, stopping and going, taking off, getting some sleep when I could.
This man's got dedication.
Filling up, yeah, all the way to Dothan, Alabama. So I am on my last 4 hours of flight. So I've had a few hours of sleep in between my touch and goes with the autopilot running. Been up most of the day today, but I about made almost 3,000 mile flight on TBM.
Wow.
So, yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
I've had a lot of chair time today, as a matter of fact, stopping and going. So,
Yeah, you have.
woo! I mean, somewhat committed somewhere. And then I got an email from, the virtual. I really need to go ahead, if I'm going to commit this kind of time, I got the time to do it. Get this stuff straightened out so I can go ahead and start doing some long haul flights or something like that.
There you go.
Whatever I can. Yeah. So.
Came in and visited
Yeah.
Ron here. Ron, if you want to look over your right shoulder real quick.
Is that you?
Yep. Circled in right behind you. All right, go ahead and do a left turn for the left pattern, and we'll get out of here.
I gotta put the gamer tags on. I have to get out for that to one of the menus.
Nope, you can actually set a hotkey, so you might have to escape to hit on a hotkey for it, but it's super simple. I actually use my Stream Deck to have a button for that.
Alright, I gotta turn them on so I can see you guys.
Oh, looks like you just hit escape there. All right, has everybody done their
I
touch and go?
Yeah. Is that under general options?
If you just go to your keyboard in the settings, control settings, and then look for, I think it's nameplates. Would be the setting you want to look for. You can bind a hotkey to it. So when I originally was doing it with just my keyboard, I did Control Alt and then November. That was something that was not bound to anything else, and it was easy to remember. Ron says, "Be right back." Someone at the door. All right, Ron or Roy. Sorry.
What's it under? What's key
Go
tags under?
to go to your control settings because you're going to bind a hotkey for this, so you don't have to keep exiting out.
Control options.
Yep. And go to your keyboard,
Okay.
and then where it says search for, I think it's like a search for a function or search for an output or input, whatever it is. You can
Says
type
by name,
Yep, by
or
name.
input.
Yep, by
yeah?
name. Type in
Is it-
nameplate. One word.
Yep, I got it.
All right, and then click on that. Bind Control Alt on the left side of the keyboard and November all together.
Control Alt and what?
November in.
Mm,
And you'll have to push all those. Have to hold them down all at the same time.
okay. I'm on push to talk. I have to let go for a second.
That's fine. All right, 13.6 miles to the next airport. Coming up on 3,500 feet. 1,000 feet to go. What do we have at the next airport for runways? It's a 1,200 foot runway with 14 and 32. So if the winds continue to stay calm, we will land on, I guess, 13. Slight right turn, stay on the nav track. You can see this valley we're in here on the terrain radar. Pretty neat to see how all that works. What we got behind us? NG11RG, Weatherby, Ron, and where's Mike at? There's Bloggins. I don't see Mike. Anybody see Mike?
I couldn't get it to bind.
Okay, well, just bind it to something you'll remember.
Yeah, it looks like I can only use one button.
No, you have to hold them all down, so you have to hold Control, Alt, and N down at the same time.
Yeah, I was. Just wasn't taking it.
Ah, it's that guy in VR. It's a 9 or 11 RG. But you change your gamer tag? I don't want to make any comment while you're in VR. Nope, side tap. Okay. For some reason, I was remembering it as being something different. Alrighty, coming up on a cruise here. Let's go ahead and pull some power back. It's much warmer than what we've been flying in lately, so we'll definitely have to keep an eye on those engine temps.
We doing a touch and go or full stop here?
Touch and go. The only full stop we'll do, unless we have to, will be at the last airport. If it's a really short in and out kind of runway that there's only one way in and one way out, we'll do a full stop. Or if we find something that just looks particularly challenging. But I'll announce that beforehand. Otherwise, touch and goes.
Okay.
Getting a little bit more wind over here than what we were just experiencing. It's pretty much straight off the nose, so we're going to be looking at runway 13. Most likely.
I'll be right back 1 second.
Alright. Off the nav track just a little bit. Let's go ahead and roll to the right, correct? We got some sort of updraft there that kept pushing us upwards. Just trim those down for now. Ooh. Big updraft, look at that. Flying level, climbing at 1,000 feet per minute almost. Alright, 7.9 miles away. Fighting with these drafts that we keep getting hit with. Let's bring that back down to 3,500. Get a bit more nose trim in there. Remember flying these Cessna 152s? Feels like you're sitting on the floor. It feels like you're not going anywhere, too. Got a 2,300 RPM cruise right now going 90-ish knots.
I'm going 0.
Bloggins is over here
still.
breaking science.
It's, yeah, I was surprised I didn't just start going down because I zoomed in on all the breakers, resetting all the breakers, and didn't realize, oh yeah, that killed my autopilot. I look up and I'm banking.
I'm surprised it's froze up if that's the case, because it's 80, a little over 80 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, I've had
30
it
C.
be just the odd time where I've loaded up into the sim and one of the gauges wasn't working for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And yeah, doing a quick reset would bring it online.
Yep.
I just don't want to do that right now.
I understand. Alright, we should be able to start searching for the airport here. Pretty much right off the nose. Well, the runway we're looking for is going to be kind of going from right to left. I wonder if that's it right there. Kind of hard to tell if you get up relatively close to it. 4 miles is still kind of far in this sim for a dirt patch. This one was a pretty short runway though, so that might not be it. Can scoot out closer to these mountains a little bit here. Oh, you know what? We can probably use this river we're seeing right there. The river goes right by it.
I got the nameplates working.
Beautiful.
There you go.
Go and pull some power, start descending. Be just off that river right there.
On the
Plenty
other
of-
side of the river, right?
Yeah. Plenty of other options to land at if we had to. I wonder if that's it right there. This one's proving a little difficult. Two miles. So, that guy, how much time did you have in a 152? I'm sure you got sick of sitting in this tiny little thing. I got to see one for the first time when I went to Oshkosh, and it was not much bigger than a smart car. Actually, a smart car probably has more room. Alright, where is this runway? Oh, hang on. Somebody's down there. Who's that? Weatherby, is that the runway?
I'm doing a low pass to check it. Yes.
I think I'm on the ground. Where you
Grass
guys-
strip.
What's your-
Somebody's down there right now.
That guy says yes, the smart car has more room. I'm pulling some flaps here just to keep us nice and slow. Still not really seeing this airport. Is that it right there? This one's a bit of a challenge. Don't know if that's it or not. There is a van parked next to it, so that might actually be it. You know what? I think it is it. There's an airplane parked right there too. Let's go ahead and get the carb heat in. Full flaps.
That would be me, parked.
Oh, yep. Then that is it.
There it
Oh,
is.
I don't know if it's the... what I'm pointing at currently is the runway, or off to the left there. Kind of looks like it's got a little dark patch to it too. I'll land just to the left there. Oh, you know what? It probably is that ladder area right there. So we're just doing touch and go though, so it's not a big deal. Alright, touch and go. 10 degrees flaps, full power. RP in. Make that one kind of quick, just because the space constraints.
I'm having some technical difficulties with this sim.
What you got going on, Mike?
I did a full-on computer restart, but it hasn't fixed it. My throttle quadrant is not responding in the plane, but if I go out, say look at the sensitivity settings,
Yep,
my throttle axes are working fine. Like it's
interesting.
sim, and I've restarted. Full restart. It's just not linking in this plane, and it happened when I landed at the first touch and go. It's fine until I pulled back on the ground, and it was gone. So that whole first leg, it worked fine.
Alright, let's go on to the next waypoint. Mike hopefully gets this sun back up and running. I'll start climbing out. It's at 2400 just to keep that temperature down. It is sticking up there a little high, of course. Alright, anybody have any issues there? Roy is
No,
sitting on the edge of his seat, waiting for some more numbers.
I just realized I landed without my landing lights on. Oops.
Oh. I haven't even turned them off since we've been
You're fired.
flying at these low altitudes.
I
Unacceptable.
haven't got to the airport yet. Four miles away.
No problem. We'll be climbing out. Don't know if we need to go over this. Nope, we won't be going over that mountain in front of us. Only got 8.5 miles to go.
Right at the plane just to see if it responds.
Kind of quiet, Mike. What'd you say?
I'll try a different plane and see if it responds. This is mysterious.
Yeah, sounds like a Lawson crash or something. I can do our poor man's aileron trim here. Roy says he's back, and if we can start over. You know, Roy, if I had more time, then I'd love to start over. Get my poor man's aileron trim in here. Oh, too much. Let's roll back.
Check.
So I'm completely hands off right now, other than my window. Now, I imagine the window is fairly realistic. What's unrealistic, though, is the fact that unless you assume you wedge something in the sill right there, it would actually stay open like that. Next airport, what do we got? Runways 19 and 1. Winds are still fairly calm, so we can land on runway 19. Slapped around a little bit there. Up to 3,000 feet, looking for 3,500. Y'all move too fast for me. What, from airport to airport? I'm actually going to stop this climb now because we've only got 5 miles to go. Flew one of these on floats. Almost impossible to get off smooth water. Oh my god, I can only imagine. Are you flapping your arms out the side too at the same time to get enough thrust?
Is it too much service tension, or?
I mean, it's what's this thing got? 120 horsepower, 115 horsepower engine in it or something? For a pretty draggy airframe. It's not like one of those new light sport aircraft, which are pretty streamlined. One float at a time. You have to lean to the left a little bit to get it up on one side and lean to the right to get it up in the air. People zooming around behind me there. Yep. You ever been stuck in like a mud hole with a four-wheeler or something, and then you're trying to like get it unstuck, so you're doing that little seat shuffle? I can just see that guy doing that in a 152, trying to get the floats off the water. I flew one many moons ago, back in the day when there were no GTNs. Yeah. I have not been in a 152 yet. Been in a few 172s, 170. As far as the small little Cessnas go, 170 is pretty cool. Actually had quite a bit of room in it too. Use VOR and NDB and hope the ground looked like the VFR chart, right? Yeah, unfortunately we don't have too many NDBs left in the world, so we don't get to use that too often. Flown a 150 also. Somebody just flew across my traffic map right there. That was crazy. What's the big difference between the 152 and the 150? Is it more just airframe? Or wing design or engine? Like, what, I'm not sure what's the major difference there off the top of my head without looking it up. Used to work on the NDBs for the FAA. You need to get with Diesel and see if you can come up with a NDB only flight for us one night. That would be pretty fun. Engine size, biggest difference? Okay, gotcha. What did the 150 have in it? 100 horsepower? 90? Alright, I'm not paying attention, and we're about to fly over the airport here, so I gotta figure out where the heck this thing even is. Let's see. Should be right at the front of, or next to the river here. Don't remember, 40 years ago. That's fair. We can ask Dr. Google here in a little bit. When the instructor got out, I felt like I had a rubber band assist catapult-like. Yeah. Can only imagine. I'm gonna do a left turn so we can do an easier right turn, figure out where this airport's at.
I
Just
found
on the-
it.
Okay.
It's almost like right between a nice 2 strips of trees. It's a clear in and clear out.
I'm
Beautiful.
diving on it now.
I'm turning right now, trying to find it.
Don't final.
I'm pulling some flaps. Just showing it off my nose. Oh, see somebody flying down in there. Wait. Oh, I'm over top of it. Shoot. Okay. The Garmin got me again. Instead of looking outside, I was looking at the Garmin. Thought it was a little further away. Alright, so we're gonna land right there. Mike's getting ran over by cars, or at least I assume that's Mike. Yep.
It's me. I'm firing her up. I got it all sorted out. So hopefully I can get up in the air with y'all again.
Alright. Dad let me co-pilot his 182 and 337. Oh, that's pretty cool. Alright, let's get that carb heat in. And a bit of an aggressive approach here to make sure we don't run somebody over. Don't see anybody off my left, so coming in.
Yeah, I'm just circling.
Yeah, if the textures would be a little, just a touch nicer right here. Oop. A little more firm than I'd like. Carb heat in. Let's go flaps 10 and full power. Let's give Mike a little show here. Hey, Mike. The FAA has been alerted. Uh-oh, they're on to us, guys. It's a good thing we're in Colombia. I have that same C152 and I need to try dragging my tail too. Yeah, going from the tricycle to the Taildragger was pretty fun. This thing actually has a pretty good Taildragger feel to it. I've never flown a Taildragger in real life, but compared to, you know, some of the other default airplanes that are Taildraggers, this is actually halfway decent.
It was the Taildraggers that made me finally, when I was using my HODAS, even though I had the twist for the rudders,
Yeah.
it was, I had to get an actual rudder pedals just for the analog brakes on them.
Oh, yeah. Like, yeah, you can't
Every
just
time I
stomp on
tried
them.
to land with Tailgrad and you press a button and you just nosedive into the ground. It's like, okay, yeah. Yeah, the Spitfire is a great airplane, but doesn't stop well.
No, this thing, the brakes on this thing are terrible to begin with, and then all of a sudden they go from, like, feeling like you're not slowing down or anything to nosing over. Roy says, how do you select where you're going to fly? Use a dartboard. Not much different. I just spin the globe around and pick half the time. Unless I know in a general area where I want to fly. Had a window open up accidentally once. Scared me to death. Ah! Yeah, I can imagine so. I've seen quite a few videos where the window and a little Cessna sitting here doing this number. You know, they're trying to shut it or whatever. Or, you know, open the door. Which is funny, this airplane actually, if you open the door, will, because of the air pressure, kick it back in. The flew
I
thing
just like
open.
the fact that this model, you open up the window and it will start banking on you.
Yeah. Yeah, I call it my poor man's aileron trim.
Oh.
The window flew open, hit the bottom of the wing. I bet that was quite a surprise. Pretty loud bang, I'm sure, too.
Oh.
Know your speed. What do you mean? Talking about the door not opening? Yeah, that's actually modeled that you can't open the door in flight. Oh, I'm kind of curious. Does it actually shuffle the airplane around? It's a touch bumpy, so I can't really tell.
Microsoft servers have done its thing. All of you have all disappeared on me.
Ah, you know, it's really
Except
disappointing.
for one member.
It's really disappointing that they tell us it's fixed and it's not fixed.
No.
I see you, Blackens, right up ahead of me.
Alright.
I wish I could see my airspeed because I have no airspeed indicator now. Everything else fixed.
Yeah, I got an airspeed issue. Oh, if I go to external view, the airspeed's working, but not the gauge.
Oh, yeah, I don't
course.
have that overlay on out there.
Oh, there goes. This thing needs a better method of cooling because this thing is already over temping. And no, I don't have my nose plugs in today.
So, my flight consists of taking off in Lukla. I landed in China a couple times, landed in Russia a couple times, landed in New Zealand, and then Canada, and then United States, and then my last leg here of 4 hours. So it's been a fun ride, but it's been a long, tiresome ride as well.
Yeah, you got some dedication. I've never
Wow.
Well, I mean,
tried to do something that long.
I wanted to see if I could do it, you know, and take off and land, you know, fill up, take off, land, fill up, you know. So, and I've made it, you know, and I'm fine. Now I'm wanting to fly something bigger next time with more fuel. So
Yeah. Stuck in my mud with a Jeep and made my girlfriend get out and push. There you go. Did you cover and mow when you get the tires spinning? None of your business. Says on my 6th hour of private pilot training, we went off the runway to the side. CFI took over, tried to get back onto the runway, and we collided with one of the ladder runway lights. Taildraggers are scary. Holy crap.
That's pretty common.
Yeah, I can imagine so. 10 horsepower difference between a 152 and a 150. Thanks, Roy.
Which TBM? The stock TBM or the 850 you were flying?
In this 152, this airspeed indicator has an inner little in. Wait a second, mine looks different. Oh yeah, what is that inner indicator?
The white? Oh, the inner indicator, like the numbers.
Yeah.
I think that's in miles per hour. So we got runway 22 and 4. Winds are pretty much off our nose, so we'll go in the 22. Should be pretty much straight in right now.
Can't find any reason why my indicator's not working. It's not like we're in freezing conditions and the torpedo can't be freezing.
I got the same issue on mine.
It's the Bermuda Triangle in Colombia.
Yeah.
My earlier problem was not a WASM crash or anything like that. It was all me. Pilot error.
Uh-oh, what'd you do?
I think it was muscle memory, me like thinking I was landing an airliner. I must have, without even any recollection, I must have toggled my reverser switch. And it's not bound in this plane, at least not purposely. But it took me a while to figure that one out.
All right, I was paying attention to the chat and you guys again, and we're about to fly over the airport, so dump flaps, full nose over. Repeat full. See if we can get this thing on the ground in one piece. Like I'm about to smack right into that fuel truck driving around down there.
Looks like you're doing a nosedive into the airport.
Sure feels like it. Couldn't have timed that much better though. Woo! Easy there. Car repeat. Flaps 10. Full power. We'll fly off down the road here. A little Colombia style flying.
Hello.
Hello.
Sean.
Colors on these trees is interesting. I'm assuming it's because of Rex ACU season.
How late am I?
We're heading to SKFM Sierra Kilo Fox Mike. Be the next airport. So about halfway, a little over halfway through.
Oh man.
Did you fall asleep?
Yeah, I was like, yeah, let me close my eyes for a good hour.
Get you every time.
It wasn't a good hour. It was a great 4 hours.
There you go.
CRJ is the world's worst for falling asleep because he's down in, oh shoot, where's he at? Africa or something?
I thought
And-
he was in the Caribbean.
No, that's Reens.
Oh.
CRJ is like 6 hours ahead of us. So the man wakes up at like 5 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning to, I guess it's been
who's
more
land-
than 6 hours.
Who's landing right now?
That's me, Bloggins.
How fast we going? Oh wait, you're the
Not
wrong
a
guy to
clue.
ask.
Not a clue.
Use your ground speed. Use your ground speed and
yeah.
then subtract the wind.
Oh, I forgot. I forgot that was even
Oh,
over there.
down there on GPS 63. Subtract whatever the wind is.
That's what I was That's what I was having to do that night. That mine was my breaker popped on me. I was just going by the GPS speed and subtracting the wind out of it, or adding it. However, it worked out. Roy says, "Wait, go ahead."
I've looked over my breakers. I don't see one popped.
No.
I don't know.
Huh. I'm gonna start popping breakers and pulling
Oh,
them.
I-
and pushing them back in.
I did that on all of them already. And then my autopilot turned off, and I was banking in circles.
I don't remember which one it was. Forgot which one it was tied to, actually. Make sure your alternator's in, too. Make sure you can check, make sure you're charging. Roy says the 150 versus the 152 in a nutshell. The 150 is 100 horsepower, 152 is 110 horsepower, but big performance with takeoff and climb. Well, hello. Beautiful.
Hello. I can't believe I caught up to you guys.
Well,
All right.
you guys just repaired on me.
Got runways 4 and 22, so let's head on into 22. I'm starting descending a little earlier. Oh, that might be the airport right there to the left. Do, you know, something that's not a full-blown, full-flat slip into the airport.
Not the picture was flipped over.
Oh, yeah. You're too busy sleeping to give me an opinion. Alright, that runway looks just like all the other runways around here, so I'm going to assume that is actually what we're aiming for. Feel kind of weird to be able to actually take my time. Do a flap 20 touch and go here. Mix that up a little bit. Go ahead and get our carpet out.
Let's see this one.
I'm lined up for it right now. Winds are calm. Yeah, we are looking for about 55
I think I'm
knots.
going over it.
Yeah, it's about to your probably 6 o'clock or so shortly. 5 o'clock right now. What? That was weird. You kicked up a dust storm like 150 feet up in the air.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And I'm going about 7.
Alright, start easing back on the power. Flare. On the ground. Bring some power back in. Let's go flaps 10 and get that carpet back in. Full power. And let's have a little fun here. Let's compress that nose gear just oh. Front gear first, but I popped up in the air before I got to do that. Easy right turn, stay on the nav tracker. 14.3 miles to the next airport.
Are you guys landing at airport next? I'm just wondering.
We just touched and did our touch and go at SKFM and going to SKIB. Eagle flaps up. Kirby's in. Pull back some of the power here. Inner is mile per hour, outer is knots on the airspeed indicator, so that was correct. Thanks.
So what are the two indicators? One is knots and the other is what?
Inner is miles per hour, and the outer is knots.
No metric?
Don't think there's anything metric in this airplane.
Mine's showing kph inside.
Really?
Yeah, KTS, and then under it is kph.
I wonder if it's a setting. Instruments. Settings. I don't know. You can make it. Where are we making it? There's everybody behind me. It's weird. You zoom out just a touch, you can see their lights. You zoom in on them, the lights almost disappear. Which altitude we got a game for this airport? Oh, it's only at 2766, so keep it at 35. What's that?
I said I'm gonna go to 4,000. I mean 35.
Roy, are you on live with the stream? I'm confused. Although this thing is overheating, this poor engine, man. Should not overheat this easily.
There's the outdoor temperature that's up on that wing is. Top right.
I mean, it was only like 80 something degrees Fahrenheit, so it's really not that hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, my current altitude is 80. I'll put the mixture all the way in just to give it some more fuel. Fuel check while we're thinking about it. 50% of the tanks. Oops. Wasn't paying attention. Shot through my 3500. Excuse me. And this brings us back down. Full some power. Actually, you know what, Mike? I'm gonna go to 4500. I got a little extra time here. See if I can catch some cooler air up here.
There's the shades on this thing. Oh my goodness, that's much better.
Yeah,
Just put the shades down.
I gotta put gotta put my high chair under my butt real quick too.
No, but yeah, sunshade. You can actually, you're not just blinded by white light.
You know, these are some of the most well-modeled sunshades in terms of being able to move them around too. There's so many aircraft, and the sun is right in between my shades, of course. So many aircraft in this sim that it just does wonky stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick my head right here. Oh, now I got the glare off the hood and the dash. Jeez, I can't win. I feel like we're barely moving. You used to flying those higher performance airplanes, and you get in this thing. All right, coming up on 4500 here. Next airport, we have runways 14 and 32. Assuming the winds continue to stay calm, we'll land on 14, just to make it easier for us to go to our next airport. It's so easy to blow through your altitude in the sim because you just don't have that feeling of moving up or down.
That would be the ultimate homebrew cockpit, one that's in a pressurized chamber, so you can get the feelings of your ears popping.
Guys, I forgot to turn my oxygen on. Help! Houston, we have a problem. Trying to get this thing to cool off, but it won't. Stop at the next airport and get some ice packs.
I got them down here ready for you guys.
Here.
Antifreeze.
Well, we don't got the opposite problem with antifreeze.
I mean, I forgot to put my online stuff on.
We need to go back to North America and catch some of that much cooler air we got going on right now. I've kind of experimented with it too, like if you pull cabin heat or cabin air, if it like cools the engine off, it doesn't seem to do anything. It would be kind of cool if the old your car's overheating, so you turn the heat on to cool it off technique worked. Brings me back to my childhood.
Hey, quick question. So I'm about 3 hours away from my destination here, and my terrain feature of the SVT terrain enabled just went to the normal terrain on your Grumman 3000, right? It just went to the default terrain, right? Back to the brown where you can't really see, the artificial.
Yeah, so on your PFD, there's the PFD settings button, soft key.
Yeah.
I think it's in that menu.
Well, it did it whenever the GPS. See, I have the winds. The wind is going from the crosswind is going 48, and the headwind is going 79, and it changed to yellow instead of green, and it changed my whole display on my my Garmin. So now I'm just seeing the actual. It just went flip mode on me. It went from it's still enabled. The SVT is terrain, but it's not showing on my pilot Garmin. Like it's like as soon as it went yellow for some reason, it changed the whole display on the Garmin, like something lost connection or something. I don't know.
I'm not entirely sure.
I'm at 25,000 feet, and before it happened, I was at 30,000 feet with the TBM 930, cruising along, and all of a sudden, I hit some wind, and it just changed, and everything, the whole screen just went haywire. So, whether it's a glitch or whether it's the active, whatever I have going on here in the computer, I have everything turned on realism, if it can't read it, so it switched back to default. I'm trying to figure it out before.
Yeah, without looking at it, I'm gonna struggle to be able to tell you exactly how to fix it if it's not that PFD option where you turn SVT on and off.
No, it's on. It's enabled right now. So.
I'll try toggling it.
Yeah. Let's see.
All right, so we got the runway off to our left there, so let's go ahead and do flaps 10. Do a left pattern approach. I'm on the downwind right now. Turn base. Once we get to the mountains here.
Have you ever had your GPS where it shows your headwind or tailwind and your crosswind right beside your compass there with your heading and everything? Have you ever had it turn yellow on you? Yellow before?
It's always been white as far as I can remember.
White, right? That's right. Well, mine just turned from whatever color it was. Can't remember. I think it might have been white. I've been in front of the computer for a long time. To yellow, and then it changed my whole heading or my whole display to like like it's like something lost connection here, and I'm just trying to figure this out. Enable.
I'm not real sure.
Enable. Yeah, I may just. Well, I got a long way to go to get there, so I may just land it the way it is, and when I shut it down, you know, power off, power back on, the avionics, it may fix itself. So we'll see.
It's probably pretty simple. All right, carb heat. Left turn to final. Roy says he's looking for 21 wrecks tonight. I don't think we've had any more than the first two, have we?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Well, don't forget, we're not stopping. We're just doing touch and goes.
Yeah. 20 degrees flaps. And 30. Yes, but I'll make a comment and you read it about 10 minutes later. Interesting. It should be on low latency. Let me check YouTube's settings here. You may need to refresh the stream too. Could be on your end. Somebody taxiing out there. It's Sean. Mike's on the ground. Coming in on final here. Look for about 55. A little fast.
The long runway.
Yeah, this is unusual. We haven't had one this nice and pretty for a while. All right, we're on the ground. Keep the speed up. Flaps 10. Power beat in. Full power.
Why does her Taildragger look so weird inside?
What's it look like?
Well, my Taildragger is black interior.
Oh, it depends on the livery. Alright, we actually managed to cool off a little bit there. And let's go flaps up. Christian, I'm listening live, but you say something, I comment, and then you read my comment about 10 minutes later. Yeah, let me double check my settings, and you may just need to refresh your stream. It may have just got a little laggy on you for some reason. So let me do this. Let me go OBS mode, GPS. Let's go autopilot to nav mode. Autopilot, nav mode. And altitude hold 3,500. Pull some power back and I'll double check YouTube real quick. Normally have it set to low latency so you guys, there's only about a 10 to 15 second delay between the two. But we'll double check. It is in low latency.
I've found I every once in a while have to do exactly what he said, just like refresh the stream or just go out of it, come back in.
Yeah, it's I'm seeing it update about 5-10 seconds later after I move my head around.
But I've had it kind of stall out on me when it's live. And if
Yeah.
it's not you, it's on my end or YouTube servers to me.
Yep.
Viewing.
Yeah, so Roy, just do a quick little refresh of your stream there and it should fix it for you. Alright, we got 4 miles. It's going to be before that pond I see right there. Those guys in front of me may be already landing at the airport. We got runways 15 and 33, so we can pretty much do a straight in on this one also. Stow our mirrors there. Which add-ons do you use in Colombia? I don't currently have anything outside of default MSFS and any sort of area world updates they may have done. This is actually my first time flying in Colombia, I think, so haven't had the need to actually get anything yet. 3 miles to go. Is this airport on the other side of that little... Looks like it's like right behind that ridge right in front of me there. Or are you guys diving towards something?
There's 2 little ponds in a row, and it's got to be right after the second little pond.
Yeah, it's before the big pond, so you guys are probably right. Let's go check out this little house down here with the pond.
Oh, you'll see it.
Looks pretty cool. That would be a nice house to have right there. Let's go ahead and get our car beat. Oh, it's right after the house. Okay. 10 degrees flaps.
Yeah, it looks like a road.
Ooh. Yeah. This guy's got his own airstrip. Check that out.
Interesting.
Wonder what he does for a living.
I wasn't gonna say anything. Man, he's got his own airstrip.
I'm glad I
parking lot.
landed before you guys. They might be coming after you guys now. Coming in.
Are those tracer rounds I'm seeing?
Go, Ron. Let's go.
Go, guys! we've made a mistake.
I was bouncing around so much, you couldn't hit me anyway.
That's funny. Yeah, we're probably gonna get knocked around a little bit over Castro. I mean, this house right here.
There's
Action
a house
today.
running over there.
Some mountains coming up. We gotta climb.
Oop, that was a
I
slight
did a
bounce.
hard reset on the Garmin and it fixed everything. So
Good. Power in flaps 10. A little squirrely on that one. We're gonna keep it low and avoid any unwanted spicy birds. Spicy projectiles. Catch me if you can. It looks like we got a little bit of a mountain to climb over too.
Yep. It's not too bad.
Alright, let's trade for some speed for altitude here. I think we're far enough away and safe enough.
I cleared it at 3,300 feet.
Get the max climb out of this girl real quick. Oh yeah, no problem.
There are a lot of airports around here.
Yes, there are. I zoomed in on it and I was like, oh, this will be fun. Because up until about 4:45, I had no idea where we were going to fly tonight. Cappy had suggested something, but the airports he gave me, unfortunately, didn't pop up for me, so I wasn't able to make a flight plan off of it. So I had to figure out what went wrong there, and we'll adjust maybe for next week. Oh, that's a pretty cool view, popping out over top of this hill right here.
Yeah, it looks pretty neat.
I just noticed I'm in a regular Cessna, and not the Taildragger.
Yeah.
I almost did that on purpose, Sean. After last week, I wasn't sure I had the energy for going upside down again. I was shamed into flying the Taildragger. Peer pressure was pretty harsh.
And
Mike,
that stream was
fly
pure
the Taildragger.
jokes.
I think all you did was sigh. I was like, all right, fine. You win.
So sometimes that disappointment hurts worse than a scolding.
It'll make you think, how do we even fly airliners?
They practically fly themselves.
I'm a professional button pusher and those things.
It would be fun if we had 5 or more people with Spitfires. We got a nice formation.
Do
Going.
some dogfighting along the river.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Sunset's making for some nice views, though. Alright, what runways do we have here? Looks like, should be able to go straight in again.
15?
Yep, 15. Pop down into the river here for a second, have a little bit of fun.
Yeah, it's a tight river.
I just crashed.
Oh no!
And it,
I wasn't
That
paying
is-
attention. I lost all my speed.
Oh no. That is the P-38 compared to the Spitfire. I'll let someone else answer that one.
not a clue. I only have the Spitfire.
Go around here. Almost missed it.
I'm on the river, so we're gonna pop out of this thing and have to find the runway real fast. Someone explain to me how this river goes uphill, please?
Uh-oh.
Look at this road over here with this car driving around on it. It's all crooked.
Yeah, those roads kill me, man. Like the cartoon roads, whenever they like pick up a piece of the road and start flicking it from the cartoons, to remind me of.
All right, Civic. I hear a jet.
Uh-oh.
I hear one too.
All right, we just dumped the flaps. See if we can't find this runway real fast. Oh, there it is,
I
right
found
off
the
us.
runway.
A320
Put a
just
crater
went
in
on
it.
top of us.
An A320. Interesting.
That's the
Come on down here and land here, buddy.
Where's this runway at?
I'm landing on it right now.
Look for my
Yes.
crater.
Well, who just crashed?
Oh no!
That was me. That was me goofing off too much.
Oops.
And it's like, oh, there it is. Okay.
I'm going the other way.
Bye.
I just cut across it.
We have there. It's Mike. Ron. Is that 23? I don't think we're quite up to 20 yet, but that was an additional few there.
What's the final airport?
No.
No. What is it? SK.
Come in, right behind Mike here.
SKGJ.
Yeah, got it.
A little smoother. hit 20 last week according to the scoreboard. Yes, we did. We haven't been doing, I think it was Ron that made a good point there. We haven't been stopping, or Mike, one of the two. That's where we had a lot
That's
of
where we had
our wrecks
all
from.
points from.
People not stopping in time, running off the runway and everything.
And a lot of those runways were not flat.
No, they were, a lot of them were on hills, which granted, they are built into the side of the hill, so. Excuse me. All right, Mike, I'm coming up on your left here.
I think this next one is the final airport.
Oh yeah, the next one is.
Yep. Looks like New York Airport translated from Nueva.
Yeah. Mike, don't forget your flaps.
Thanks. This one's at 1,000 feet.
At least you have a cockpit today.
Oh, hey. How you doing over there?
Did they finally fix it?
Well,
It comes and goes.
Yeah.
Ah, you guys are way out there. I just put these destinations in and plug them in, and they're not even. I don't even know. I stopped trying to understand the Garmin inside this thing already.
I actually see Mike's Garmin from my point of view. Hey Mike, what are you picking your nose for?
Hang on. Let me open the window here.
Playing Tetris.
Looking at you.
Yeah, did it actually open the window? Let me see. No, it doesn't look like it.
Nah, I didn't open it yet. I know.
Where's that booger going
There she
then?
goes.
Yeah, it's gonna go on my windshield. I'm gonna have to wipe that off later.
Looks like it's open now on your view, or no?
No, I don't think so. Well, maybe. Kind of hard to tell.
Let's see, I'll pull it close for a second.
No, I don't think it is. I think it's just the shadows that are getting us. The runway's right in front of you there, so
Oh, jeez.
let me know when you start pulling in flaps.
We're gonna have to turn.
I'm gonna slow up quick and
Whoa!
get a visual of this thing. Should be. I'm going left downwind. And
I'll stick my head out the window.
one.
Hang on, what's the runway? So I wasn't even looking.
4 and 22. I'm on left downwind for 4.
AM2.
I just don't see it.
There's a tiny little strip right below me. That can't be it. I'm gonna go left base. Runway 4. Oh, is that it right there, maybe?
Be right in line with the road.
Yeah, I think this
It's
is
like,
it right
why
here.
don't I see you guys. I spawned at the wrong airport.
Whoops. Yep, turn final, runway 4. Well, boost your seat back in. We'll just park here in the grass. There's not really any real areas to park here.
Is it right next to the road?
Yeah. Somebody on the ground here. Mike's on the ground. Mike's pulling up to his house over here.
Oh, I didn't see you over there. I was going over in the pavement. Honestly, I can't really see much of
Why does,
anything.
why does that look like a scene from The Walking Dead? A lot of cars right there.
Almost does.
Ron coming in for landing.
Yep.
This is my first.
Nice
well,
landing.
Thank you. I'm not done yet.
He's got to stop first. Oh no! I turned around just in time.
I thought you jinxed me.
You're the one who said it. We're not done yet. Don't blame it on me. Oh shoot! All right, who's next? Sean's next, and Weatherby looks like it's behind him. Mike, did you make it down without flipping over?
Yep. I'm coming up next to you here.
Awesome.
But I haven't stopped yet though.
Where's Mike at? He's still waiting for the thing to stop. He's just doing circles.
Deal with this. I finally got good settings on my Toby.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Sean's coming in for a nice landing. Nice.
Can't get out of the way. I'll have to spew away.
Weatherby's right behind him. Those all look good. Wait, what is Weatherby flying? Oh, the CTLS. Or CTSL. How you like that thing?
It's pretty cool. It's been fun. The
Oh, you
throttle's
guys
a
have a
little
cockpit.
Anybody else? I think that's everybody. Yep, alright.
Get my pushback guy to push me back to line me up with you guys.
You're asking for a lot out of where we're at right now.
He's here. He's in the cockpit with me.
I'm gonna get these landing lights off real quick.
Yeah, I gotta be the different one, you know.
Weatherby's got the different airplane. Like completely different.
I line up beside.
Roy, I don't know if we were up to 22, but I think we did hit double digits at some point.
I got a spot right here for you.
And we're gonna have a nice view of the mountains right behind us too. Here, Weatherby, if you want to scoot up some there.
Yeah, I don't know if I should screw y'all's pictures up.
No,
with
get in
this,
there.
Weird plane.
Don't matter what you're flying. Kept up with this just fine, so.
As long as it's Taildragger, that is.
Well, Sean, Weatherby, sorry.
Sorry, man.
Looks like you got you a spot right in there. It's probably Sean and Ron, maybe? But that'll work too right there. Oh, somebody just
That's,
disappeared on me.
I think
There we
I'm
go.
the red one.
Looking good, looking good. Get one from the air here. Beautiful.
You guys finally have cockpits with no
Yeah.
pilots in them.
Yeah, haven't seen the pilots, but at least there's cockpits. We'll worry about the pilots later. You're back. Hi guys, I appreciate you joining me tonight. Not sure of the final tally, but it was somewhere around 10 of accidents tonight, so a little better than last time, but we weren't doing any full stops. We'll be back again on Sunday for a commercial-related flight. Haven't decided exactly where or what we're flying, but if you want to join in on that, feel free to check out the Discord below. We'll get you all set up. Or if you want to just join the YouTube stream here, that's perfect also. With that, guys, like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't. And you want to support the channel in any way, check out the links below. There's also a lot of good information about my hardware setup. And if you want to have any sort of technical questions answered, we have a ton of knowledge in the Discord, so feel free to join that. Thanks, Roy. Appreciate you joining throughout the whole thing here. And guys, I will catch you next time. See ya.